Alrighty, round two. This looks like a lot better of a hand. I'm on the draw. I've got a 2-drop. I got a 3-drop. I got some knights. I got a removal spell. I'm going to plead with the swamp, and I'll pass the turn. Let's see what they do. It's still better to just play the jousting dummy. Chances are curving out, especially if they don't play something here, which, I mean, isn't super likely, but, you know, they made 2 food tokens. Alright, yeah, so going to combat, attacking with my 2-1, getting in some chip damage, and then playing the trebuchet, which can do a lot of work, is a very powerful play. It's 2 more damage than I would have had otherwise, even with extra trebuchet triggers. So, important to pay attention to that kind of thing. I'll go to combat. I will attack with my 2-1, see what they do. Looks like they're going to take it. Going to activate the trebuchet. Play a Raging Redcap. They got something. Bacon Dew Pie, probably. And I'll pass the turn. They didn't even crack the food. That's interesting. Oh, well, that makes sense. Convert a mana cost through a greater. That's awkward. Resolve. Pass. Pass. Activate. Explains a lot, I suppose. I'm gonna just try and erase this, I think. Activate. Play a Lockthwain Paladin. Depending on what they do, I will probably be able to attack next turn with some reasonable amount of success. Once again, didn't crack the food. That one's strange to me. They already have the 7/7 giant. The life is kind of important. Foreboding fruit. Alright, they make another food token, sure. So if they attack, which they very may well, we'll see what they do. Activate. I'm gonna Epic Downfall, Yarok, or Yorvo, sorry, not Yarok. I'm gonna play a Giant Skewer, and then I'll go to combat. I'll attack with my 3/2 with Menace. You can't block it. Put them to 7. I'll pass the turn. We'll see what else is going on here, but they're at a pretty low life total. I mean, yes, they have food, but I've already done 13 damage. Their 7/7's not holding me back too much here. Toonvale Tree Folk, 6/5. Okay. Pass. No attacks, I assume. Yeah. I'll activate the trebuchet. So at this juncture, say I equip the Lockthwain Paladin, then I guarantee kill the Toonvale Tree Folk. And that sets up something, any target. Okay. I think what I do is I Foreboding Fruit target myself. I got a land. I'll play a swamp, and I'll pass the turn. I have Scorching Dragonfire up. I want them to just tap out a lot of mana. I can Adamant the Slaying Fire for 4 damage. Tall as a beanstalk. Yeah, that's fine. That's mana you're not... I wasn't going to have you use anyway. Pass. You gonna attack? No? Activate. Alright. They're at 5. say I attack with all my creatures. They're most likely to look like Raging Red, or I guess they take 3 and go to 2 probably, right? They have access to another effective 6 life, so then they're effectively at 8. I can bring them to 7, then do 4 damage to them. That's not quite what I want. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a mountain. I'm going to activate my Brimstone Trebuchet. Play an Ogre Errant. Untap my Brimstone Trebuchet. And I'm going to pass the turn. Next I'll have 2 creatures with Menace, especially if I give the Raging Red Cap the Giant Skewer. Alright, so they finally gained a life. I knew they had it in them. Resolve all. It's fine. So they're at 10. What else they got? Got some big beefy creatures. Foreboding Fruit. Alright. So effectively at 11. 2 extra cards. What else you got? In virtually every scenario I block. That's fine. Definitely should have chosen the Trebuchet, but that's fine. No attacks, I assume. Activate Trebuchet. It was 7. My turn, yeah. Alright, so if I attack with everything, then I have 2 creatures of Menace, which almost effectively are unblocked. I can do 3, 6 damage, they go to 1, they go back up to 4, and I kill them with this. So assuming they only have the food token, they just die. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to combat, see if they do anything. All attack. Choose Jousting Dummy. See how they block. I assume they just block like so. 1, 2, 3. Activate Jousting Dummy. Alright, resolve. They effectively go to 4. I play Fire with Adamant, deal 4, and they die. Got there that time. My red-black Knights deck. That was pretty good. Opponent seemed like they had some pretty poor draws, unfortunate for them, but that's how aggro decks tend to work out. They capitalize on stumbling. It was pretty good, though. I will see you in round 3.